After comfortably cruising through the Maharashtra Assembly Speaker's election on Sunday, the Eknath Shinde BJP government faces the much-awaited floor test on Monday that will put the seal of legitimacy on the rebel faction of the Shiv Sena as the legislative group of the party. 1. The floor test comes a day after Rahul Narvekar of the BJP won the Speaker's poll with 164 votes in his favour. 2. One of the first actions that Narvekar took as the Speaker on Monday night was reinstating Eknath Shinde as the legislative group leader of the Shiv Sena and Bharat Gogawale as the chief whip. Earlier Deputy Speaker Narhari Zirwal had accepted the Uddhav group's claim and had made Ajay Chaudhary the leader of Shiv Sena's legislative group. 3. The floor test comes at a time when the Uddhav faction's appeal against allowing 16 rebel MLAs to vote in the floor test is pending in the Supreme Court. The Uddhav faction had sought the disqualification of the 16 MLAs. 4. However, even if the 16 MLAs are disqualified, the Shinde BJP combined has the numbers to comfortably win the floor test. If the Speaker's poll is anything to go by, Shinde is looking at a decisive win against Uddhav Thackeray. 5. Rahul Narvekar is likely to issue notices to 16 Shiv Sena MLAs from Uddhav Thackeray's faction ahead of the floor test. If the 16 MLAs do not vote in favor of Shinde, they could be disqualified. 6. 2 MLAs from the Uddhav faction's ally NCP, Nawab Malik and Anil Deshmukh, who are in jail at present, are unlikely to vote. 7. On Sunday, sources said that at least 4 Sena MPs advised Uddhav to reconcile with the Shinde faction ahead of the civic body polls likely to be held later this year. 8. Eknath Shinde took over as the 20-carat Chief Minister of Maharashtra on June 30 after several twists and turns in a 10-day suspense period that marked another crisis in the state's political arena. BJP leader and former Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis took over the post of his deputy. 9. Eknath Shinde and several MLAs in his support on the night of June 20 moved to a resort in Surat, Gujarat, beginning what was effectively a coup on the Uddhav Thackeray government. A day later, they moved to a hotel in Guwahati, Assam, where more MLAs and MPs joined Shinde. 10. The BJP initially said that it had nothing to do with the defection. However, once the Shinde faction seemed to have garnered enough MLAs to buck the anti-defection law, the BJP, led by Fadnavis, moved swiftly and supported Shinde to stake a claim to the government.